Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I would like to continue with those phrasal verbs using blow. This is part 2, the last part. If you haven't yet, check out part 1. Might be helpful, maybe not. Before I get too far in this video, I would like to thank Rihanna from Russia. She gave me some very good advice about thumbnails and directed me to a website with free pictures that I can use. And she was so nice. She was like, your thumbnails, they're okay, but they could be better. Here are some websites that might help you. And I used this advice on the first blow video, which came out a couple days ago. And so far it's my #1 video. So thank you so much for that advice. I think it really helped and maybe make the YouTube channel pop a little bit more. I'm still learning. Hopefully each video I get a little bit better, but thank you for your patience and sticking with me while I still learn how to do these videos. To finish up phrasal verbs with blow, I would like to talk about these 4 ways you might pair blow with other word parts. So we got blow over, we got blow past, we have blow up, and we have blow away. And for each, there are a couple different ways they can be used, which makes it a little bit more difficult. So let's start with blow over first. There are 2 ways you can use blow over. And the first one is pretty much like blow down from the first video. Anytime you use blow down, in the first video I talked about a house and a tornado that came through, the house was blown down. You can also say the house was blown over. Or I used a horse, I misspoke in the first one, but a horse could be blown down. And this usually happens because of the wind. We will talk about blow up in a little while, and sometimes with a bomb or an explosion, you could use the house blew down because of the explosion. So, but mostly it's wind when a house would blow down or blow over. So blow over, blow down, you can use them pretty much interchangeably, either way, whichever you feel like. The next blow over is very different and has very little to do with the wind. For example, blow over the coronavirus. Right now, a lot of people around the world are worried about the coronavirus. People are dying. Plenty of reason to be worried. But in my opinion, and others who I have spoken to, if we wait a couple months, I think this will all blow over. This will all blow over. Meaning, if we just stick with it, we will get through it eventually. Blow over. Another way you could use blow over is anytime you are in trouble and you will eventually get out of it, you can just wait. I'm just going to wait until this mess blows over and it'll be all right. Let's say you get in trouble with your boss at your job. And I made a whole video about euphemisms you can use instead of saying you lost a job. There's like you're fired. So let's say it's not bad enough to get fired, but you're in the doghouse. I also made a video about idioms with dogs. Let's say you're in the doghouse with your boss and he or she is not very happy with you. But if you just keep doing your job and you lay low, you don't say a lot, maybe you stay in your office for a little while until your boss forgets about it, it will all blow over. It will all blow over. So maybe at first it was a really big thing, but if you just wait, it'll all blow over. So that's how you can use blow over. One, like a structure or something is falling over, blowing over because of wind or an explosion. And then if there's a lot of controversy at first, and you can just wait, it'll all blow over. The next one is blow past. You might hear blow past, and it's really only one way to use blow past. For example, you have two things in a line going somewhere, and then suddenly one just blows past the other. Let's say you are walking down the hall, maybe at my school, and we have a strict no running policy at my school. It's dangerous. Not all of the students follow it though, but maybe you are walking down the hall and suddenly somebody blows past you. It means you are going at one pace, but they are going much quicker. Last night, my son had a hockey game, and it was about 2 hours away, a drive, and there was some commotion up ahead, and a police officer, I was doing the speed limit, I was not speeding, but a police officer with their lights on, boom, blew past me on their way to answer a call. So that's about the only time you can use blow past. Maybe if it's not physically in a line, it could be maybe like related to sports, and maybe one team is kind of keeping up with the other team, but suddenly they blow past them, maybe score a lot of goals. You could use it like that, but it's always in comparison to something else, blowing past. Hope that helps. The next one, blow up. By far the hardest, because it can be used 5 different ways. The first one, blow up. You could talk about putting air into an object. The most obvious is a balloon. I blew up the balloon. Blow, wind, makes sense. Maybe it's summertime and you have one of those floaty things that goes on the water and you have to blow it up with air. So blow up, putting your breath or air into an object. Blow up. The next, you can talk about ego, or how a person feels about themselves. So if they think a lot about themselves, maybe they're a little stuck up, they look down on other people, and I'm using a lot of idioms and euphemisms, I'm sorry, but it's when people are just like full of themselves. That's another one. You could say, wow, their ego really blew up. So nothing physically with the wind, it's just like in their mind, they think they are a better person than someone else. So blow up, ooh, I'm better than you, I'm looking down on you. They don't say those things out loud typically, but a blown up ego means someone is very stuck up. The next one could be with popularity, like this YouTube channel. Hopefully one day it will blow up and I will have hundreds of thousands, maybe millions or billions of subscribers. And so you could say the YouTube channel blew up. It means gain popularity very quickly, blew up. Maybe a singer's career or a movie star's career. Maybe one day they were unknown and suddenly the world knows about them. You could say, wow, their career really blew up. Blow up can mean gaining popularity quickly. The next one, still blow up, could be anger. Maybe somebody just loses their temper. That's one way we say gets really angry quickly. But we could also say, whoa, that teacher blew up on that student. Meaning they were really mad, they started yelling, losing their temper, going crazy. So you could have anger, intense anger really quickly. We could say, wow, he really blew up. That means lost his cool, got really mad quickly. Blow up. And the fifth and final one for blow up is if you have, your phone or an iPad and you have the ability to pinch a picture or to use two fingers and blow it up. We use blow up when we talk about making a picture bigger. So you could do it the old-fashioned way with maybe a printer and having it blown up, making it bigger, or you could do it, with kind of new technology and just really quickly with your finger, blow up to see the picture better. Blow up. 5 different ways to use blow up. I'm sorry, I didn't invent these. It's just, as an English learner, you have to learn these. You don't have to, but it would be helpful if you did, and I am sorry that there are so many. The last one, blow out, there are still 3. So blow out. You might talk about blow out with a tire. So you're driving down the highway, maybe you blew past another car and it caused your tire to blow out, to go flat. You need to change that tire now. So if we say they had a blowout on the road, we know their tire deflated, maybe they hit a nail and they need to change that tire. Blowout.
I also totally forgot to say that you can also blow out birthday candles.
It could also happen in sports, blowout, where one team blows out the other team. It means they just destroyed them. They throttled them. They ran the score up on them. So since so many people watch this outside of the United States, I will use football, not American football. I'll use football, and if a team scores, 5 goals on another team, and the other team scores 0 or nil, I think the British, that felt bad when I said a British word, nil. We don't say that in the United States. We would say 5-0 or 5-0. That could be a blowout. One team really beats the other team badly. And I will end with kind of a gross one. But if you ever hear of a baby having a blowout, really gross, sorry. But it's when their diaper doesn't hold everything that it should. And anybody who has had children and has had to change diapers, for me, it was many years ago, but you might hear, ooh, what's a baby name? Baby name. Natasha? Little baby. Little Natasha is 6 months old. And if the parent comes to pick up the baby, maybe from daycare, and you hear, ooh, yeah, Natasha had a blowout after lunch, parents know exactly what that means. It means the diaper, there was a lot of stuff in it, and it might have not stayed in the diaper. It's really a nasty situation. I don't want to embarrass any of my kids. I could tell you some stories about some blowouts, but I won't. It's gross. But parents, you know how it is. If you are a parent, you have to get really gross sometimes. And it gives you a different perspective on life. You're like, wow, I can handle that. I didn't know I could do that, but I did, dealing with gross stuff. So there it is. Between these 2 videos, we have talked about a lot of phrasal verbs with blow. And I am sorry there are so many. And again, please don't memorize these. Just become familiar. Subscribe. Like. Thumbs up. All that stuff. Thank you guys for being so good to me. All of the positivity that has come from your comments. Everybody is so nice. I was worried when I joined YouTube. You see all these negative comments, and so far I haven't gotten any. I did get a couple thumbs down. I think I've had 2 thumbs down. Each one hurts, but I know it could be worse. Nobody has said, wow, you really suck at this teaching thing. I expect to hear that in the future, and I'll just brush it off, as they say. I'll brush it off. I won't let it affect me, but you guys have been so good. Thank you so much, and I hope you are learning a lot from this channel, and I will keep making videos if you guys keep watching them. Thank you so much.